nobody who's here because we started very quickly.
I'm
We didn't
here,
allow anyone to.
and there.
Jay's here. We're back with more Tales of Zestiria. Yeah, we had some minor technical difficulties, but hopefully those difficulties are now done. Also, we threw ourselves at the bird, which I definitely think is Wolf version 2. You know, so you know what? Actually, let me do this. I forgot to. Let me open up my. I'm so sad, by the way, Jay. You know, I had this whole list of like where all the treasure chests were that we couldn't open.
Yeah, I remember.
I didn't save that notepad.
You didn't save the notepad.
I mean, it was like 4 or 5 treasure chests, but yeah, I was a little sad.
I was gonna have like we just passed up like an orange gel or something. No, we can't beat the game now.
I mean, that's entirely possible. Burb World Boss. Where are we at? We're in Alcuin
Hillside.
Okay. Save. I pressed save. Right, so we got trounced by that bird boss.
Round 2. We got it.
Killed all of us in a single hit.
I finished preparing the gel.
Yeah, it was funny because like I didn't even see it when the lag finally finished up. Everybody's just on the ground.
Technically, it killed 3 people in a single hit. He didn't kill me in 1 hit because I was guarding. But I died on the second hit, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Well done.
Command me.
Ready?
Trigger.
Strike. It's over.
Awaken, Redder.
Be gone. No escape. Looks like we win.
Okay. Perfecto.
Here you go.
Nice.
Thanks, Edna. Appreciate it.
What's that?
All of a sudden, a badger out of nowhere.
Ready?
I did it.
Not yet.
I command me.
Now. Hang on, everyone. Ready?
Ready?
Strike. How's this?
Awaken, Redder.
Oh
to be protected.
no!
I concur.
I just figured out something stupid,
Yeah.
and I don't like it. If you want to be real cheesy about things, we don't have to get good at timing our things as long as we're only using one of them. Because you can just hold right trigger down and go into a combo, and as soon as you can trigger whatever you're able to trigger, you will.
Oh, so like it's like buffering the input.
Yeah, so if you wanted to be like, oh, we're going to do the 2-hit part, or we're going to do the 3-hit part, we could just do that.
Wow. So like when we were talking earlier, like I want to do the 1, 2, 3 cancel 1 partner, I could do the 1, 2, 3 hold it, and then just keep mashing it, and I will still be holding it whenever the partner part comes up too.
In theory, sure, right? Like, so what I just tried there is I just held down right trigger and I started comboing, and I immediately burned through all of my gauges.
Okay.
like,
I mean,
it was
like if you want to just kind of go on autopilot, that's perfect.
it was 100 to 0, very quick.
You ready, sir?
Much wow.
Almost mighty. Ready? Hang on, everyone.
Air pressure.
Freezing strike. Strike. It's over. Freeze.
I'm having a hard time getting my fucking gauge up. I've been at level 1 for a long time.
Let's do some fortune telling. Please
Well,
pick one.
Jay, you have to actually hit things to get your gauge built.
What was it?
Were you?
It was.
Didn't look like it to me.
What did it look like?
No, I'm just fucking with you. Gelato! I could go for some
I
gelato.
am your opponent, Hellion. I command you, Demon Fang. Lock trigger. Not bad. Time you learn some humility.
Next.
Air pressure.
It's over. Who's next?
Awaken, Redder.
Be gone.
Ready?
You were quite strong, but we're no pushovers either.
Good night. Oh well. Oh, so we just can't go this way yet. Cause I was gonna say, like, this is clearly, yeah, it's clearly a direction to go. It's just gonna invisible wall us. Gotcha. So what you been up to, Jay?
Oh, you know.
I do know,
Stuff.
actually. Oh, also another place we can't go. God damn, game. I'm not a fan of games that... It's one thing if you're, like, gated, right? Like, there's something like a tree has fallen on the path and you can't go that way. But, like, this is literally just a... Oh, no, we can't go this way. We need to go to the other place to deliver the medicine. Fuck you, game. Wait, what was that? Did that say a backpack? It's a backpack. What? Attachment? Like... Fashion attachment? Yes, a fashion attachment. I can wear a backpack. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, alright. Okay, if it has the icon with the little wings,
Yes.
means it's an attachment. So we'll know going forward. If you see wings, it's just cosmetic.
It's pretty interesting to know that there's just, like, scenarios where it's like, you can find attachments out in the fucking world.
Guess we should do this.
Because those, like, strike me as things like, that you get through achievements or like, side quests or things like that.
They're stunned. Stimulants and humility. Ready?
Yeah.
Air pressure. Ha! Awake the day is on. The day is on.
Purification complete.
Purification complete.
Purification complete.
Okay, that's the town.
That's also a stat up item.
Is that a monolith?
Oh boy! The basic goal with switching Seraphim is to select one that is strong against the target's weaknesses. Take the opportunity to switch out Seraphim when their HP is low or they are surrounded by enemies. The key to bringing down powerful enemies lies in utilizing the full range of attack options available to you. That's fair. And good information.
I wonder if I can swap out. Here, let's see. Can I go, I cannot... Oh.
Well done.
Yes, you can.
I command me. Lock trigger.
You can exchange and swap out.
Oh, wow,
You
yeah.
just have to learn the correct one.
But, like, I can take yours.
Yeah. I mean, that's useful.
Did that permanently change it in the menu, or is that temporarily? It was temp. Okay. Whatever we fuck around with in combat, it is undone after the fight.
Interesting.
Scrap!
Ready?
No escape. It's over.
Thank
Freezing strike.
Go!
Strike. Yeah. Hang on, everyone.
It's over.
Not yet.
Demon Fang.
They high profile it.
Oh, yeah.
Trigger. Now.
I mean, that makes sense.
Demon thing, it goes across the ground.
Shadowfang.
I don't understand the social hierarchy of humans.
New
Aren't there
battle
ranks
action.
or hierarchies among the Seraphim?
Well, if you must know, whoever makes the best jokes is ranked. Pretty sure that's your rule.
I'm so far
And
really enjoying the catty back and forths from the battle screen.
very
Like,
catty.
quite a fair amount.
Yeah,
New
that
battle
that
action.
was like a big thing in Vesperia as well. I still remember a lot of the conversations.
Yeah.
Like Yuri would be like, "Yeah, I knocked that guy in the next week," and then Estelle would be like, next week. Can you really?
Yeah, that's a good one. We got the opposite, my dude. When defending, you're less likely to be targeted, though it costs more than the other thing. What happens if you just do
Cool.
them both?
I don't think. I bet you it unchecks the other. Oh, we don't have enough.
We don't have enough. It
Nope.
does not uncheck the other. I think it makes more sense to...
Yeah, like you're gonna want to get if you're defending, you want that thing off
of you, right? So I think we'll default to that for now and see how that works.
Yeah.
There's Scary Burb again. There is a thing
You got a cheap shot in.
behind Scary Burb. We're gonna go save, and then we're actually gonna try to get past Scary Burb over to that fucking monument and see if that happens.
I wonder if it'll give us a tutorial.
Yeah, but it's behind Scary Burb.
Wait, do
so
the
what if it's
staples
like
have the same miasma as the burb?
Yes. They all have this thing until you touch them for the first time. I think it's like
indicating that you can teleport to it.
Yes.
Maybe.
So boom, now it's cleansed.
Gotcha. Now it's pretty.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go fuck around and find out.
Well, maybe we'll fuck around and avoid finding out.
We're gonna fuck around and find out. All but guaranteed. We can't go in here yet, can we?
Into the dungeon?
It lets us go into the dungeon, but it doesn't let us go into the... Oh.
We needed to go this way. Good
God
job.
damn it.
You did it.
Every
time.
It's
Every
not the,
time.
It's not the dungeon, it's the village.
It's the village.
What was the place that was being guarded then?
Is this
Eh.
because of the epidemic?
Oh, they were talking about this earlier. Fox.
I take it that you're not good around dogs.
Dog.
Not particularly.
Can
Miklio's
dogs
just
even
worried
see
about
Seraphim?
claws and effect.
Or Seraph?
Claws in effect? Holy shit. That's a good
I
one.
like it. Okay. Oh,
I don't like it.
It's a Hellion.
Demon Fang! Bloodless! Demon Fang! Fang surround! I command you! Blood trigger!
Freeze, Lancer!
I command you!
Smite the Malevolent!
Blood trigger!
They got a little bit of HP on them. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to do that fun combo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Awake, Redder! Demon Fang!
All right. It didn't do what I wanted, but it was still cool. I liked it.
Now! Go! They're stunned! Go!
And it took 2 of my 3 bars.
Violence and humility!
Blades of Ice!
Air pressure! Go! Got dirty. Ha!
Fluid Surge!
Oh yeah, I need that. Oh no, was that me or Edna? I don't know now.
I shall run you through!
Because I've also got a Earth thing.
Ready?
That is a lot of damage.
Humility.
We kept the combo going.
Yeah, it wasn't. We needed. I feel like we're actually
Good
getting. What
job,
was it
Saray.
that we need for
Let's keep it
the?
up.
There's like a unlock we
It's
get
like
for doing
55 or
60.
something like that.
Yeah.
We got to 49.
Yeah, there it is, 49. Unfortunate.
We'll get there eventually.
A Hellion
Yeah.
right here in town?
Of course.
There
Look
were
how
2
full of
Hellions.
malevolence this place is.
Get your drill hair out of your eyes and look.
And that just now was a dog hellion, wasn't it?
A Delian.
Right. That was a hellhound. The pathogen itself has assumed hellion form.
Okay,
Huh?
so
The plague
the
itself?
people, normal people can't just see Hellions. So did
Let's
that
hurry to
dog
the
just jump
sanctuary and
into the
deliver the
woman
medicine.
and disappear?
Yes.
Because that sounds fucked up. Can we leave?
Oh. Oh. There's a face in it.
I see that. That's fucking spooky. We can't leave. Alright, well,
You fucked up, Jeremy.
we made our bed, now we sleep in it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna Pathfinder this,
Mm,
where I reload 17 times to see what's what.
And you wonder why it's taking you 300 hours to get through the game.
I wish that was the only reason why it
Hey,
was
it's
taking
supposed
me
to be more
300
money in
hours.
town. What the fuck? It was only 11 gold.
That's a good point, actually. It is supposed to be more money in town. What the fuck, game? Maybe that was a low roll.
Did you know that
didn't. Nope.
Final Fantasy
I didn't know that.
Gil
I didn't know that.
actually
Nope.
has an origin?
I didn't know that.
I can sense the
Sorry.
ancient tongue.
Continue. I apologize.
No, I'm done.
No,
You will not know where
no,
the.
I'm
where
actually,
where
I'm
Gil
actually
came from.
interested in this.
No, fuck you.
Fine,
You'll
I'll just
never know
read this.
now.
Are you checking the skill sheet on the equipment screen? Using equipment in combination can activate a variety of bonus skills. We are doing that, and we found some decent combinations it feels like. When battles start to get thorny, drop by a weaponsmith. You can buy equipment with new skills and use fusion to enhance your existing equipment. Don't hesitate to fuse equipment you consider weak. It might lead you to new skills, new opportunities. So about Gil.
What about it?
Wow. Jay likes to hold a grudge. If any of you were not aware, Jay likes to play the part and hold a grudge.
Yeah, well, like that dog from Looney Tunes, where he has a little pet cat, and he's like, "I'm gonna love him and pet him," and just and the little thing just crushes it to death. Yeah. No, Gil is short for Gilbard. Gilbard the Golden, who was a legendary merchant that eventually brought to the land of whatever Final Fantasy game it is the idea of a common currency. And it was just named after him.
Interesting.
And
Also,
he also invented the first bank. Wow. That you actually get more things from that.
yeah, because it's a better
That's 3 different things.
It's a
versus 2
better
different things.
item.
Yeah, but you lose your defenses.
Oh, I mean, but I gain fucking 10% attack.
A lot of attack.
And
That's a lot of attack.
and like 5% defense. So like, at the end of the day,
That's a lot of attack, my man.
probably worth it. Oh, I'm so close to that first fucking line.
Ooh!
If I can get that, that'll be totally
There's gotta
worth
be
it.
a green heart in here somewhere. Oh! Oh! Do we have anything
There
in our
might we
inventory?
might have something. We might have something.
Yeah. Wow, Edna's not doing too hot.
Well, we haven't been equipping her with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. So close to having the plus 20 across the board. Can you imagine that huge damage increase you got just now?
Well, you're
And
not
get an
getting
additional
shit.
20?
Yeah.
Micleo. What
Okay.
is giving Micleo his green heart?
His crown.
Oh, and I don't think
He's getting
Sora
a
is
gray
going-
heart and a green heart from his crown.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think Sora is going to be able to wear circlets. Those melee boys don't really wear circlets.
Ooh, look at that increase in defense. And the
Thank you,
blast
boy.
gauge goes up by 1.
That's always nice. Calcite paper. Ooh, look at all that red. That hurts. You hate to see it.
You do.
And there's gonna be a point where it's it's not worth it anymore, right? So you're gonna have to break it eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
But for right now, what I'm doing is just buying based off of those. Eventually, I would love to get to the point to where I'm just like, buy everything you have.
Yeah.
And then just hold
Yeah.
on to the shit.
Well,
Like, in point of fact, I might buy a couple more of these. Well, I wanted to buy the weapon for her, for Lila, right? At the
mhm.
very least, so that she has access to it. Also, we wanted to check Sore and see if
If we can get him a green somewhere.
yes.
a green heart. Mm-mm. Not looking good. Oh, there it is.
There was one.
Void Ring.
This
And
random ass Void Wing has a Speary Heart, and
it
that's
takes your attack up to 170.
plus 20 on everything. Why the
God
fuck not?
bless it, dude.
God damn. Oh, these Amber Boots would also do it. Yes, technically.
Well, I mean, min-max it. What do you feel like will do better? Okay, that will give you something that would. I was about the defenses is gone, but
Feels pretty good.
oh yeah, I feel like that's a huge increase for you just then, like massive. So, rising up. By the way, I didn't mention this earlier, but not long after we had determined that the lagging was gone, it picked back up just as bad, if not worse, than it was before we restarted.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna sit there and try to deal with it.
I told you don't do that.
You told me not to, but I was doing it.
I know.
But by the time we got to the checkpoint that we talked about the miasma coming out of it, it had cleared up, and it hasn't, not knock on wood, it hasn't picked up since. So I don't know. I don't know if if I've always assumed that Parsec is peer-to-peer. But I don't know. Maybe it's like connecting to a server somewhere, like, and that server's having problems. I don't know.
I mean, I always assumed it was peer-to-peer, but even if it is peer-to-peer, just because, like, you and I could have a perfectly stable connection via Discord, and we could have a perfectly stable connection, or I could have a perfectly stable connection to Twitch, right? And there could still be an unstable connection between the two of us, right? Like there's so many different ways for that shit to go wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Also, Edna is so goddamn close to having this.
Whatever that would be.
Yeah, which
it would be nice to know what that is.
Yeah, I was working towards it, but just could not for the life of me get it to go. And you ain't got shit going on. Sorry, bro.
No, like I am. My stuff is just garbage.
Maybe get you some.
I'm actually wait. Can I get that second column? You can.
Randomly, you can.
All right. What does it do?
Skill list. It gives G Union 2 HP plus 7% when evading with quick step.
So that's like a perfect dodge.
You heal for 7% of your HP whenever you
Dodge?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's perfect dodge.
If it's regular dodge, then GG's.
Well, I don't think it's regular dodge because it's not when you quick step; it's when evading with quick step. So
yeah,
I don't know that it's
you have to dodge and attack.
An attack needs to. It would hit you, but you dodged it because you quick stepped. So that's interesting. I bet from a technical standpoint, that's very, very useful.
Yeah.
But it's just not as glamorous as
Also, it
like
looks
plus
like you
20
can read,
stats.
like, if you go back into that, it looks like you can read what that does just by hovering over a piece of it. If you go back to the sheet.
Oh, gotcha.
No, like the sheet. Like here, like hover over it. See there,
Yeah,
there
I
it is in the
gotcha.
bottom right.
Yeah, it's
And
in there.
if it grants 2, it'll show you 2.
Yeah. I wonder how much it improves by, or if it changes entirely if you get to like 2s across the board.
I wonder. Like goes up to 14%.
I also wonder. Well, we've seen other things when we get 2s in them. They don't just stay the same. A lot of times they
Yeah, they
change
become a different
entirely.
skill.
Yes. Which is interesting, but also disconcerting. We're going to do a new save in here because we are locked in this place. I don't think it matters, but I am consciously making the decision to new save here. Ugh. Oh, I bet this is the other entrance, and they just weren't going to let us in. Got a fucking calcite sword, of course I did. Okay, another face. Hear that owl?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hootin'. Oh, it's a Toidles. I didn't really expect the Toidles to be a plot point. I expected them to just, you know, be random merchants that we met.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible sightings. Buy maps. Oh yeah, we'll buy that. Your maps. Oh, gotcha. Place is a little spoopy, Jay.
Yeah.
A little spoopy Jay.
It's not. I'm gonna have to be right back. It's happening again. I'm just gonna disconnect.
Yeah.
And see if I can do something on my end.
Oh no.
Real quick.
I'm
I'll be
betting
back.
it's not your end. I'm betting it's my end. But I don't really know what to do about it.
VSync off. There are some things I can do.
Yeah.
You can even run at a low resolution as well.
I don't
Like,
think it's that stuff though. I think it's me connecting to you.
oh.
But I will feel free to take the opportunity to try to like figure things out.
Maximum bandwidth used by parsec. I'll give you max.
Ooh, maybe I can do that. Where's that at?
Well, it's in the settings tab. If you go to set, and this is also host. I'm not hosting.
I'm a
So this might
hosting.
not even do anything for me.
Bandwidth limit. The maximum bandwidth limit I can give it is 50 MB megabytes per second. Alright, it was already set to that.
So, quality, low latency. Shock 4. This. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to reconnect to you.
Accept.
Okay. I'm back in it.
He's in it to win it.
Okay. You might open up the menu real quick and make sure that P2 is gone. Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Go back to the saves real quick. I say that, but we might be able to like from the systems.
No, that's that was a complaint online about not being
There
able to
you
get to
go.
that.
Now eat up before it melts.
Oh, a fruit frappe. The arrangement is beautiful.
Just what I'd expect from a water
They
seraph.
make a
Something like this would
portmanteau
be
fruit
beyond
frappe,
me.
and it's the
But
same
Lila,
word.
you make sweets too, right?
Right.
Well, yes. I'm good at baking, but don't work well with cold things.
Oh, I see. So Lila is good with baking because she's a seraph of fire, and Mikleo is good with cool sweets because he's a seraph of water.
Even Seraphim have strong points and weak points.
What the
It's
fuck's
true.
Edna good
I'm
at?
really no good at baking.
I'll say, that one time when you tried to cook boar
Making
meat,
you regret
turned the
bringing
heat
up her
way
cooking
too high and
prowess.
burnt it black as coal.
Pretty much.
We were both little kids then. And besides, it only happened because you didn't make the fire.
Guys, talking is fine and all, but
If you don't eat, it's going to melt.
Oh, shoot!
Lol.
God damn it!
God damn it! Okay.
It's just them saying they're like little, like, oh shoot, darn, heck.
No. You're gonna get me banned on Twitch.
Right?
Christ. Okay, go crazy. Okay, stop going crazy. I've realized
Why?
it's weird. You have to be pressing buttons, and then I press a button.
It's
And
funny because, like, I start going crazy. Nothing happens for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Like, you would think just like
Well-
a single press would.
the next time we test it, I want to see. I want to just have you go crazy and me do nothing, because so far, as you've been going crazy, I have then been pressing a button in response to you going crazy, and then it
Okay.
does something. So I want to see if that's just coincidence, like perfect timing, right? Or if I actually have to press a button in response to you pressing something.
Now, I will throw this out here. Like, all the years by this point that we've been using Parsec, I can count the number on one hand
Oh yeah.
that it's ever given us trouble. Like,
I think we've had like 4 times,
maybe.
and each time that we had it happen, I of the times that we've had it happen, I think only one time was actually Parsec. I think there was one time where it like reset some settings and we had to like go in because it was like a big build that they just pushed and like reset something that we did. We had to fully redo our shit connection, and then it worked just fine. But I'm relatively certain that all of the other times that we've done, it's just my connection being shoddy or something like that,
It's
right?
just
Like,
the internet, technology being technology.
like, I'm too familiar with that type of shit.
Well, I am not going to say anything about how well it is or isn't doing because that seems to jinx it. So I am holding that information to myself.
Just by stating that, you've already, like,
Yeah,
displayed...
shut up, Jerry. Please don't. Don't. I know you can say that, but please don't.
Shabby spear?
Shabby? I don't want a shabby spear.
What if it gives you, like, a point in everything?
1 point and everything pass.
You really?
1 point?
No, I meant in all the skills. Like, that
In
was the
all the-
downside. Like, that's the trade-off, is it has absolute
you mean in
trash. It's got trash stats, but it has, like... Okay, it doesn't. I was gonna be...
It actually increases my attack dramatically.
It's actually way
It's like,
stronger.
that is a huge damage increase. That makes my attack higher than yours.
Yeah, that's pretty big. We're gonna use that.
Why does it make it more than yours? And I don't even have like the 20 to all yet.
Damn,
Yeah.
trying to...
Wow. Actually, do that. I want to see what 4 of those in a row do.
Sure.
I'm curious if that's like another sus. It is. Maybe it is?
Yeah, it's Spurious. Focus +1 when you level up.
Wow. What does focus do?
Yes.
Right, same.
Yeah, I think focus...
I have a feeling that 4 in a row, pretty much anywhere, is like a stat up on level.
Did I miss it, or did it not exist? Does not exist. I mean, it might be buried in one of these things, but I'm not about to go crazy over them. Games, you should always include comprehensive statements about what your stats actually do. Status.
Party average.
Hell.
There's indications for party average.
Focus is your SC recovery speed and stun chance.
So high focus will get you your SC back faster.
And increase the amount or chance of you stunning an enemy.
Yep.
That's cool.
That seems cool. That seems cool. I like how our party seems very defensive.
Yeah.
And very magical.
Yeah. We are very unfocused, I will say that.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of focus. Actually, well, I mean, Sora seems focused.
Yeah. Focused, it says.
I mean... Well,
focused, he says.
I mean... Another circlet. Maybe we should start going around town exploring before we do shopping.
Well, I mean, so the thing is, the only reason I say nah is I would agree with you 99% of games. But this game, each circlet's gonna have a different fucking skill attached to it.
We can not
you're right.
stop the infection.
Just want to take the
disease has spread to our ranks.
Head tassels.
We cannot even exterminate
together
the
behind
wild
their bag.
dogs.
At this rate, the entire kingdom may very well succumb to its ravages.
By the stars.
First, please distribute the medicine.
Right away.
Things will be okay. They've got resources now.
Things are not going to...
tiny little package.
Yeah,
And
things
we
are
can
going to
help
be
dispatch the hellhounds.
stopgapped for a moment.
And yet, I suspect that they are not the true source of this epidemic.
Definitely
Maybe
not.
it's a giant
stronger hellhound
floating
born of
purple
power from
miasma
Orleans.
heads.
Yeah, right? Maybe it's the boss that we're going to go fight.
Also, remember the last time we played, we were introduced to like 3 or 4 new characters. And we
Right?
only got one of
Like,
them.
there was the bare-chested wind guy, Zavid.
Zelvek
and then
or something.
It's Zavid. And then there
Zavid.
was another,
It was Edna, then it was the guy with the cowboy hat.
yeah, but, so, like, the guy with the, was it a cowboy hat, or was it, like,
he
a
had
top
cowboy
hat?
with green hair.
Was it a cowboy hat, or was it a top hat?
I think it was a cowboy hat. It might be a top hat.
Regardless, though, we couldn't see his like eyes, and he had like green hair, and he was like all.
It wasn't
black
like
cloak.
a stovepipe hat. It was
Sure. It wasn't. It wasn't like like
Abraham Lincoln's hat.
no. I guess that's a good clarification.
Well, I know what he looks like, but I don't know his name, so I can't Google it.
I can tell you his name, but if you Google it, you might see shit that you don't want to see. You're still Googling it. I know you.
Yeah, you're right.
His name's. I think his name's Diesel or Diesel or something like that. Dezel, I think.
You are right though. It wasn't a cowboy hat. It was more like a top hat.
But not
Kinda.
like a giant top hat.
Yeah. Well, I think it has a better name than top, but it's
Yeah.
not like that. Also, I did not spoil anything.
I mean, you do you, fam.
I did do me. Thanks.
I know I care about spoilers way more than you do. So. But that didn't sound good. At all.
Oh, Burb. Dagran?
Dagran?
The dragon!
No, it's just a Hellion. You can tell because the humans don't see it.
Okay, so humans can see Dagrans. Looks like a wyvern.
It's landing over there!
Like a little wannabe dragon. Oh, okay. Well,
Jeez.
let's
Fight a Dagran.
go save. Before we fight a Dagran. Although I'm not sure why I'm super worried about it, because like so far we've seen in fights, the game just like lets you try again.
So this is Marland.
It is
know?
a city rich in history, is it not? I believe even the Celestial Record mentioned it.
Yeah, I always wanted to visit. Marland, the city of knowledge nestled amongst the holy trees.
This is
Their
the city
shining
of knowledge.
branches are as a beacon unto the fruit of knowledge.
I
and a
ain't seen
flower
one
of
book.
Aesthetics.
There walks this continent no true scholar, no true artist who did not once frolic in its sylvan depths.
Well, the fruit looks pretty rotten right now, if you ask me.
Pretty sure no one did.
Even so,
That-
she's right.
Maybe so. But flowers
Even
will always
so,
bloom
no one
again in
asked her
springtime
fucking
and bear
opinion.
their
She's
fruit in
right.
autumn.
Indeed, the cycle will never end so long as there remains passion for knowledge and beauty. Right?
There is.
Very true. History has proven as such.
I think you have flowers in your head or something.
Don't you like flowers, Edna?
I mean, they're fine. The pretty ones, at least.
She likes flowers. She just can't. She can't like not show her tough facade.
Yeah, a good way to admit you like something without admitting it, be like, yeah, I do, you know, but Sturgeon's Law and everything.
All right.
I don't see a Dagran.
Don't
You
tell
don't
me
see
you're
that
gonna
thing?
fight
I
it.
see a
It
dagger.
looks like a dragon to me.
We don't know that for sure. You can tell me if it gets too dangerous.
Wonderful. And I wind up with all the responsibility as usual.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Totally looks. It's the same as the other dragon, just a different color.
And
That Hellion is called a drake.
what do you think chromatic
It's a younger
dragons
form
are?
of dragon.
Okay, fair enough.
It looks like the city's malevolence is
No, that's
energizing
not
it
fair
somehow.
because the
Then we
dragons
have to kill
definitely
it
can
while
have
we still
different
have time.
features.
Wait,
Don't, Alicia.
hold on.
Yeah, let's go.
Look
Oh,
out.
crap!
He's coming straight at me.
Oh, he's mad.
Ah! She immediately shoved that lance right up her ass and run away.
Why did we not subdue it and purify
That
it?
was close.
What's our deal?
Sorry, we didn't mean to startle you.
Huh.
Again?
Well, we gotta do something. Edna, you
Why
said that the malevolence
is
in the city is energizing that
One
thing,
of her
right?
straps always sitting
Probably.
here. Just
Then we
like,
should focus on purifying the
fucking
malevolence.
fix it, please.
Indeed. I expect that would
know.
naturally weaken the Drake.
Although it sounds like a huge hassle.
Well, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
The plan sounds good enough to me. Though your choice of metaphor less so.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Even if we
like,
do manage to weaken it, we can't fight it if we can't bring it down.
We'll find a way to accomplish that too. With everyone's help.
Just you can fix it.
Hassle times 2.
Slow and steady wins the race, Edna.
Oh, yes.
Also, those
I
two knew
prefer
each
that
other
metaphor to the one where we're
beforehand, and
eggs
I'm
that
kinda
go
I
curious
feel
about
like
what-
all of the
to
serifs
begin
except for
operation slow and
Mikleo
steady.
know each other. Like, not all of them, but all of the
Yeah.
character ones. Right? Because, like, Zavid and Lila seem to know each other as well. So... Something's obviously... and with
something's
Lila's,
up.
like, unwillingness to tell us about things, right?
Mhm.
There's definitely some shady shit going on.
Shall I help you carry those?
No, I'm just fine.
A history of Monmouth culture and the works of Sir Geoffrey.
Wow, it's the first time I'm seeing them.
These are valuable books. I'm hiding them away so they don't get lost or destroyed in the war.
Oh, then all the more reason I should be help.
It's fine. It's a classified location. Don't tell anyone about this. It's to protect the books.
I mean, okay. One of the few games that actually remember that a dragon can just fly and pew pew without coming
Something's
down
up.
for your sword.
You think
That's
so?
a good point. How's it going, JRPG Party?
Don't you? She was all excuses and we didn't even say anything.
I certainly never heard of any such secret library.
She's stealing the books.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Tail. Her. Not Taylor.
Taylor. Okay, well that's the only thing we've got going on now.
I
guess.
saw a picture of Taylor Swift, but someone photoshopped her head to look like a snail, and it said Snailor Swift, and I really
Found
liked it.
Totally found it.
59.
That's good.
It's better.
Yep. Just Google Snailor Swift.
Always a
You
pleasure
won't
to
regret
tune
it.
into the handsome people stream. Aw, you're too kind. What is her level at? Money finding is at 9. I have no reference for this because I don't know how high the levels go up. Like, is 14 high or does it go up to like 100?
99 or
You know,
whatever.
right? Like, so I have no context. So I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe she'll get to the point to where she's getting us thousands of gold every, like, you know, few minutes. Or maybe she won't. Spoopy Odie! Spoopy Odie! Chop, 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 chop.
He's
Chop, chop,
spoopy.
chop,
Why
chop.
is he spoopy?
Chop, chop, chop. Or sorry, spooped Odie, I guess, is better way of saying it.
Hey, boy.
Well, Mama, if you just do that for the next, like, 20 streams, I'm pretty sure I'll get a lot more followers.
Sorry. I love my boy.
I
I mean,
don't
specifically
know
in combination with that.
what are the skills called, like the passive skills.
They are called supports.
Support.
Support talents.
Support talent.
This is the game with one of the most complicated passive systems. Yes,
Yeah,
there is
we've noticed.
so much going on with this game. So much going on with this game. Between
Max level is mostly 20. Snacks are like 35, and health is above 20, but never reaches max.
Huh? Oh, you gonna brush that
So-
boy? I brushed him last night.
I saw.
He had like all the hair.
So like 14's pretty high actually.
14 seems pretty high. Well, I guess it depends on like what the scaling of, because like if the scaling from 14 to 15 is like 10%, right? You know, then
I understand you wanting to
14
trust
versus
her,
20
but
is not
something's
a lot,
wrong.
right?
Kinda funny to bury books in a graveyard.
What?
I'm similarly concerned. Let's
he's
hide
happy.
and observe.
All right.
Look, you gotta pet him while you're doing it. Jeez, mama. No, you gotta defend the microphone while you do it. I hate it.
Don't kid yourself, Agatha. That's worth 1,000 at best.
Oh, she's selling them.
Who's there?
You're...
I like how Saray did not watch
So you
anything.
lied to us about protecting the books?
It was always just my daughter and I, barely getting by. I couldn't even give her one happy memory before she died. Haven't I suffered enough? Can I not have something good for once in my life?
Well, I mean, I'd say you can,
Malevolence!
but you're clearly not gonna get it for 1,000 gold out of this guy. You know?
We're taking these back.
Fucking arrest him.
I'll be turning you into the guards for misappropriation and theft.
I always knew. Someday this was bound to happen.
The malevolence is fading.
You're being difficult.
I don't need this anymore. Do you think you can return it to Nafe for me?
We get a little echo from you. The heads up. It's very minor.
Catching her quelled the malevolence?
That's probably what she wanted deep down, to be brought to justice.
Fuck that. I don't want to be brought to justice.
Well, I guess that proves that she really did love books after
But
all.
ya boy.
Earth dwellers are such a chore.
You're such a chore, Edna.
What if it hurt every time they like merged into him?
Yeah, right? They tried making a Tales series with the loot system of a Diablo game where each item can drop with so many different passives. Yes.
Yep.
It's really interesting, but I also do think it's probably going to be tedious in the long run, right? You know, I think what might have been better is just keeping the passives kind of like as they were, but just keeping like this item type, like a calcite sword, has these passive skills. Done. Right? Like, end of discussion. Keep going for like another 20 minutes. You'll get that really good. And bad boy. But yeah, anyways, I think it's interesting, but also potentially tedious.
Potentially.
Mama pulls like 5 pieces of hair off of him and
You're
calls
furry.
it too much fur. Yo, it's Zestiria! Zestiria playa. We're over here like, it's Zesty Tales!
Zesty Tales!
The idea is fine, it just doesn't work with the Tales gameplay loop. Yeah, I think in the long run, it's probably not a good fit. I think there's probably a better version out there of the situation. If that makes sense, right? Like, I think the base idea is a good idea, and it could be developed into a good Tales idea, but I'm not sure the current implementation is that.
Oh, cool! Look, I don't know if you knew this, Jeremy, but there are 3 types of arts.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know that these monoliths are... I would rather these monoliths... The first 10 monoliths could have given us actual tutorial information, right? That's fine. But I wish all of the rest of the monoliths gave, like, lore information, you know? This is the one where they make it rain with tutorials? Yes. It's every 5 minutes is a tutorial, and then all of these monoliths are tutorials. Like, there's a monolith with a tutorial right there, There is another monolith right here. Oh, yes.
I don't
Also,
think we've checked that monolith out
a
yet.
tutorial.
bless you. You're being blessed by the stream. Oh. She's back here sneezing her head off. You did it.
I didn't make him furry.
You picked him because you liked his fur. Because he was the
Oh,
softest boy.
cool. Hey, did you know if you hit left bumper while in a combat, you can, like, fuse with...
Like, as a part of the story, it teaches you how to armatize like an hour and a half ago.
You know what would be better if these monoliths just gave, like, Laffy Taffy jokes?
Anything, right? Like, take one, discard the rest. You would have loved it if the monolith would have said, "Hey, did you know that it's a..." Like, I think, honestly,
that would be good.
anything aside from just tutorial hell would have been better for the monoliths, right? Like, jokes would have been better, lore would have been better, like, just really silly random shit would have been better, like, secrets would have been better. Is this another one? Or is this the same one? No, sorry, this is the same one. I was losing my fucking mind. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
We're getting tooted too much.
I do think there are a lot of... Motherfucker, I wanted to get that item and save, but...
No.
We going in?
Absolutely.
Oh, hey,
look,
there's another monolith.
So, are you scared of ghosts too?
Would you like me to hold your hand?
It's not like that. You understand,
Jeez.
don't you, Saray?
I gotta say, like, having played Arise, I am at least happy that the party in Arise is supportive of each other.
I'm sensing a
Like, they're
huge
not,
domain.
like,
There's
toxic
definitely a
towards
strong
each
hellion here.
other.
It could be hiding
Well,
anywhere
alright,
in the museum.
yeah, but
We
I
better
really do
canvas the
like
entire
Soray
area.
and Miklio's relationship, how they're like,
Sure.
they deliberately fuck
See
with
what
each
I
other
did there?
all the
Canvas
time.
is a fabric used as a painting surface.
But it's like
Please
like
stop.
that like brotherly
Oh, wow,
kind where it's
I
like
just got it.
slappy and pokey
See, it was
and
just enough explaining.
I do
It
like
wants us to come in.
the humor here,
Looks like
like the random like cattiness back and forth and everything like that. But there is a part of it where it's like you're just being mean to be mean at this point.
yeah, like you want me to hold your
Like-
hand?
Like, mix it up every once in a while. You don't have to be mean 99% of the time.
Well, that's kind of the problem that Final Fantasy 13 had because it felt like everybody
So there's
hated
no
everybody
guardian
else in the
seraph here
party.
either.
Yeah, absolutely,
Looks
right?
like
Nobody liked
I don't want to
anybody
assume
else
that the
except
entire
like
world is like this.
Fang and Vanille.
but
Everybody else is like
I
either
think there are
indifferent
quite a lot
or
of
actively
Seraphim who are
hated
less
everybody
than fond of
else.
humans.
Can it really be that hard for humans and Seraphim to coexist peacefully again?
Do you really think that could happen? Must be nice living in a fantasy world.
it isn't necessarily
Fucking
just a
strap,
fantasy.
Christ. Just
But look at the reality.
I understand that it may be difficult to achieve, sure. But in reality, there was a time like that in the past.
There are records in the ruins and in the Celestial Record.
Very sure.
When is this past you're referring to?
Long, long ago. But even now, there are Seraphim like you,
I love
Edna.
how
Huh?
the
And we figured out that we could bring back the blessing as well.
Yep. I think this is a step towards coexistence with the Seraphim and humans. I'll be counting on you, Edna.
Selfish as ever. That's why I can't stand humans.
I'll be
Get used
counting
to it.
on you.
Selfish
selfish.
types everywhere. Jeez.
Real talk, Edna doesn't want to do anything. Edna's being peer pressured into all of this.
good.
And yeah, JRPG part, absolutely, right? Like, I get the feel of, like, wanting them to be like, oh, we want to have these monoliths and these points of discovery because of the whole, like, Saray archaeology thing. And that would have been really cool if the monoliths had lore, right? If the monoliths weren't tutorials, it would have been dope. Even if it was, like, a one-sentence tidbit of lore on each monolith and you got an AP point, would have been great, right? Would have been
What
great.
if each monolith told like a super brief story of like a human witnessing something that could
Is that a
only
monolith?
be like explained by like serif interaction that they couldn't see.
Anything would be cool, right? Like, there are so many things that they could have done that would have been neat, right? Like, lore about the past ages, lore. Oh, you know what would have been a really cool thing? They talk about, what's the book that they talk about? The Chronicles of that one, right? But you know the book that Soray and Mikleo are always referencing, right?
Silmarillion?
Like, if they had just like throughout the game, these monoliths just had little excerpts from that book, that would be really cool, right? Like, that would be perfectly acceptable lore tidbits, and it would tie directly into, right? Like, Soray could come up to the monolith and be like, oh, this is a monolith dedicated to that part of the book, right? Like, this must be where he wrote about that part of the book, right? Or where he learned about that part that he wrote in the book, right? Like, that would have been cool. There's so many different ways that they could have done the monoliths aside from tutorial land. It's just very meh. Hold up. Gotta put this on the thing. Gold chest.
Maryland, city of the Great Tree. Where is this great tree? I've seen many trees, none of which were particularly great.
They're just okay. They're just all right trees.
Maryland, the city of the okay trees.
Yep. That's about right. Yay, 10 monies. Okay, that I think is a pretty good place before we head into this clearly marked dungeon. That is a pretty good place for us to go ahead and end this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time for more Tales of Zestiria.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.